My dear friends in Christ Jesus, in the first reading taken from the letter of St. Paul to the Galatians, we have the picture of St. Paul, a very zealous missionary who was convinced by his own prayer, interaction and effort, communication with God, that his mission was to preach Christ. Unlike the other disciples, he couldn't get any kind of formation. But then once he was convinced that he was called and touched by the Lord, he started preaching. And in between he came to meet Peter and stayed with him for some days. And again he could meet James, the brother of Jesus. Otherwise, he was convinced through prayer, through interaction, through intervention, through vision, that his mission was to preach Christ. Coming to the gospel, we have a very beautiful scene of Jesus' friendship with two girls and their brother Lazarus, Martha and Mary. So we see Jesus as God and also a man. Jesus' humanity is seen here as he is longing to have friendship with these three. Jesus' in a way girlfriends, Martha and Mary. How Jesus loved them intimately. That's why when the brother of Martha and Mary, Lazarus, died, Jesus wept bitterly. And people looking at his crying, he said, oh, how he loved them. Are we able to have such friendship, intimacy, intimate friendship? The friendship with Martha and Mary was so intimate for Jesus. The intimacy grew with mutual respect. That's what we see Mary calling Jesus with respect, teacher. And Jesus gives them advice. The advice was that Mary, you are very busy. You have lots of concerns. But then what is your priority? Your priority should be to be with Christ. When you are with Christ, you can be at peace. You can do things better. How many of us are able to spend at least 1 hour before Christ for personal prayer, conversing with Christ, sharing with Him our aspirations, our worries? What's our priority? Let us ask the grace from above to be compassionate like Saint Francis of Assisi.